complexion, full of treat and elegance, and I feel myself privileged to stand
towards all and hatred towards none. He Paramatman, inspire us to be friend of all living creatures. Help us to become free from false ego. Bhagwan, make us more truthful, tolerant, satisfied. May we be engaged in righteous deeds and please show us the path of rationalism and of scientific attitude. Bless us, bless us, bless us. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Namasamam Gamaya Aviravim Edi Rudra Yate Rakshanam Mukham Enavam Ayinityam.
So, what is this Brahma Rupa? Brahma, we have seen so far, tried to understand what is Brahma. So the all-pervading principle which we pay respect as the Parmeshwar. And we say that Parmeshwar, Brahma, is always showering the Krupa on us. So everything that we experience is the result of Brahma Krupa. Sometimes on this, you feel that can this be called Brahma Krupa, or is it curse that we are experiencing? So, what is this Brahma Krupa? And when are we receiving this Brahma Krupa? And when we develop this feeling that really everything that we have is because of the benevolence of the Paramatman Brahman. Now, God has created this universe. God has created us. Therefore, we call God our mother and father. That's true. But it is not that God has directly given us the birth. He has given us the birth through the medium of our biological parents. Right? So, in other words, the entire universe which is created by God is full of the various mechanisms by which the various components of the universe, they follow their own gati, motion. The broad picture of this motion or gati is that every unit, every component of the universe is bound by two ends: birth, creation, and death, or the destruction. And between these two ends is the life or the span of existence of those, whether they are living beings or non-living beings. For everything, this gati is there. And who has given this gati? Who has decided that at this point of time there will be a birth of a particular unit, and that particular unit or that prani or that plant will keep or go through the life of this period, and then it will get destructed or the death will take place. Who has decided? So these laws are created, and every unit, they follow these laws, which we call laws of nature. But these laws, they are created, you can say that, by God. So these natural laws, natural phenomena, they are are created by God and they follow the certain rules, laws, and these rules we obey. So, because of these rules, the things are happening. As far as we consider the life of human beings, then God has given us birth and left us in the Bhavasagar. And it is us. He has given us the abilities. Now we know, we have learned that the man is at the top of the pyramid of the evolution. So man has such a ability that man can command over the entire other life, the other lives. So these abilities are given to man, and man is given freedom to execute these abilities. So the God of Brahman has given us the abilities and left it for us to decide how to make use of these abilities. And if we don't use these abilities prudently, then destruction is bound to occur. So the bad things that we experience, see around us, they are not just the result of some intervention of God. God doesn't intervene, Parabrahma doesn't intervene, but He has left us to follow the rules that He has created, and He has left us to use our prudence to do the various things. So as mentioned by Dr. Vinito about the incident that happened in June in our country, the Air India flight crashed immediately after the takeoff was done. So at that point, when we read that news in the paper, or many people have actually seen it and many have experienced, can we call that as Brahma Kripa? Well, it is certainly, that description is not proper. So what has happened? Parmeshwar has given us the various abilities, and by using those abilities we have made a lot of progress and developed so many equipments and technologies have been developed. And then how to use those technologies and how to make them perfect and how to follow the procedures without committing any mistake, everything is dependent on us. So God doesn't interfere there. God doesn't tell us from there, oh, that you have done wrong. No. He does if we ask Him. So by keeping our mind very calm, if earnestly we pray God and ask for His advice, He does give us advice in the form of the reason, Vivek. So that Vivek that shines in our mind, Vivek Buddhi, to decide which is correct, which is wrong. So that we can do only if we are at peace. If we are under tension, we lose our Vivek. That means we lose our contact with God. And when we are peaceful, when we are comfortable, that communication with God can be established if we wish to. And then God tells us what is right and what is wrong. So it depends on all these things. So when we don't do that, then the errors take place and mishaps occur. So for the mishap, we have not to blame the God, but we have to blame ourselves because we have not followed the rules of God. We have forgotten what is God at that moment of time. We have forgotten God, and therefore we have done some errors, mistakes, and which has resulted in that particular mishap. So in this fashion, even though there are many things which are not beneficial for us, still we cannot blame God for those. It is us And we are misusing our powers that God has given us. So that is the result of our own erroneous working. So God has created this world certainly not to destroy it. Every unit in this universe is bound by, as I mentioned, the Gati, creation, birth, followed by a certain period of existence, and then the end of that existence. But God has made provision for the existence of every unit. For that certain period of time.